This is the High School Coaches Roundtable Show, broadcasting from Sandy's Beef and Ale, where friends and family go for great food and all the big games since 1967. Each week, we broadcast from 2028 Old Lincoln with the stars from the Bucks County football teams. We now go live to Sandy's Beef and Ale for the High School Coaches Roundtable Show. Here now is your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
Good evening. Welcome to Sandy's Beef and Ale for the High School Coaches Roundtable Show on the WBCB Sports Network. And we'll get started with the Council Rock North Indians tonight. We're talking with the Indians. We got the Golden Hawks of Council Rock South with us in the house. Egan is here, Neshaminy, Pennsbury. We'll also talk to the Bristol Warriors and the Morrisville Bulldogs. The Bulldogs now winners of 3 straight. And for Council Rock North, they get set to take on Truman this week. Coach Wright, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us again.
Good to be here.
Well, you guys had a pretty good defensive performance this past week. Unfortunately, didn't get the result you were looking for. A 17-0 final to Hatboro Horsham. But you can take some positives out of that with the way the defense played.
Yeah, so I thought we had a very good defensive game plan all week, and we executed very well. I was very proud of our boys. We held Upper Dublin to 3 points at half. We came out, we wanted to fight, we really wanted to hang in with them, and Upper Dublin put up, can't remember the exact number, against Wissahickon, something around 50 points the previous week. We drilled our kids all week about that we needed to take the fight to them. We couldn't let them get the run game going, and we didn't. Unfortunately, right before half, they had a hurry-up offense, slung it around a little bit, got 3 points to go into the half. Coming out of the second half, we also had a lot of fight in us. And did very well stopping the run again. Towards the end of the game, though, we just got a little gas, as anybody would, trying to stop the run, and it ended up being 0-17, but I was extremely proud of the way our defense played that entire game.
All right, you guys get ready for Truman. What are some things you have to do this week in order to get the offense moving?
We have installed a bunch of things this week that we really like. We would really want to see more of, things that we think that can work against their defense. We had some really good practices this week, and I think that the energy is much higher, and we know going into this game that they're going to be hungry looking for another win, and so will we. So I like our chances.
All right, this week, Council Rock North and Truman set to do battle. High school football, the subject of the roundtable show. Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight.
So to my right, I have Bobby Snyder, and to his right, I have John Acosta, 2 very, very good defensive players for us. They showed up and showed out very, very well against Upper Dublin. I'm very proud of both of them.
Guys, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us tonight. Bobby, same question I asked Coach. What do you think you guys need to do in order to get the offense clicking against Truman?
I think they just need to bring the energy and bring their heart because, they're going to be ready to win. They're hungry for a win just as we are. So they need to really be ready to battle to the death.
What did you see when the coaches broke down the film with you from last game that you guys have been working on in practice this week?
Just really staying true to our assignment and making sure we're ready.
Staying disciplined.
Yeah.
It says here you're considering the Naval Academy. Tell me about that process and where you are at in the application for maybe being a cadet.
So I recently just finished my preliminary application, and they sent forth the email saying that I was good to go ahead and start the actual application. So right now I'm just doing the beginning stuff. It's a really long and lengthy application process. There's a lot that is involved within it, so hopefully I can get in.
Well, good luck with that process, and tell me a little bit about some of the things that Council Rock North does off the field to come together as a family and to build that special relationship so you're ready to do battle on the field.
Just coming from a teammate standpoint, we really like to make sure we all have some sort of bond. We do a lot of work in the off season together, coming from a skills standpoint. We just like to hang out and have fun. That way we can have that same chemistry on the field.
Yeah, that builds up that feeling. Well, Bobby, thank you for being here with us tonight. What did you order for your sandwich?
I got a chicken parm sandwich.
That's all right. That's respectable. Chicken parm. Everything's great here at Sandy's Beef and Ale. John, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so tell me a little bit about some of your highlight plays. It says you got some sacks, a forced fumble.
So, I just came out on that field like a bat out of hell. I was looking for the ball. Nothing was gonna stand in between me and that ball.
So Coach said the defensive side of the football, trying to stop the run all day, eventually took a toll on you guys. Did you feel that in the second half, that there was a meal starting to wear down a little bit against that attack from Hatboro Horsham?
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it was physical more or less. I would say it's more mental. You start to get caught up on the little things, and that tends to bring us down.
All right, these guys are getting ready for homecoming this week. We're going to talk to their rivals, Council Rock South, and because of their homecoming activities, the Golden Hawks are playing on Thursday night. So tell me a little bit about what you're expecting for homecoming. Did you do like a homecoming proposal for somebody? I know that's kind of a big thing now, like the promposal and the homecoming thing and all that. I don't know. Maybe that's old-fashioned.
No, actually, a couple of my friends did it, but fortunately, I didn't.
Focused on the game too much.
Yeah, I don't have. I'm pretty busy, So.
Yeah, it says here you're.
John is actually a first-year football player. He's a wrestler of quite a while. So we were also, as a coaching staff, very impressed of how, we sent him out there and we're like, just get after the ball, hunt after the ball. We'll show you the technicalities of everything later. But I think it speaks volume to him as an athlete, and it's just as a player as well.
I mean, have those other activities helped you transition to the football field?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I run track too. Wrestling really like disciplines you into not getting tired, and then track that works on your speed and other things. It's all about really just being active for me.
Well, guys, thanks for being here at the show tonight. Appreciate it. Did you also get the chicken parm? Sometimes the teammates, they have similar thoughts in
Actually,
that regard.
I got the roast beef sandwich.
Oh, that's the classic.
Yeah, classic,
That's a good way to go. John and Bobby, thanks for being with us tonight. Coach Wright, appreciate it. Good luck this week against Truman. Council Rock North starting us off here for the High School Coaches Roundtable Show. Appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
And now we're going to talk to their rivals, the Golden Hawks of Council Rock South. And we got some Phillies baseball coming up. Looking forward to the first pitch tonight. 8:08 Phillies. Hopefully going to advance. Welcome, guys. Council Rock South putting together a great season now, 5-1. Coming off of another win, 21-13, getting it done. And with us, Coach Dimitriov.
Yeah.
Welcome.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Is that right?
Dimitriou. But
Dimitriou.
Yeah, close enough.
Almost. Yeah. He actually wrote. I didn't see your phonetical pronunciation there. So, Coach, tell us a little bit about what's been working for this Council Rock South team. You guys are really rolling, but in a kind of a tough part of your schedule. But it seems like you guys are brimming with confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. It starts with them. It starts with the kids, obviously. We do as much as we can to help them out, get them in the right spots, and they're doing a heck of a job. It's, we can only do so much as coaches, but we are trying to get them prepared and trying to help them out in little ways, different stuff each week, trying to throw things at them, and they've responded really well. They're taking the coaching and they're putting it on the field. So, our hats off to them. They're doing a really good job.
All right, so 21-13, the final score.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about how that game played out for you guys. Kind of a close one. I mean, it was winning a touchdown.
Oh yeah. It was a game back and forth all day. They started out. Hatboro came out and played really, really well. They played aggressively, and we had to match that. And they jumped on us, and we kind of kept pounding. We made some mistakes here and there, but those things happen. And hats off to Hatboro. They did a heck of a job. They had a great game plan. Halftime, we made our adjustments. Offense came out. They kind of got things going. Defense really stood tall. But it was a back and forth. When they needed plays, they made them. When we needed plays, we made them. And it kind of came down to the end. So it was a really great game, good test for us, and hopefully prepared us moving forward, like you said, for the next few weeks.
Yeah, and the Golden Hawks are a team that has proven they know how to win tough games and fight through it and come up with victories. Again, 5-1. Upper Dublin this week, and Saudi waiting in the ring in the wings there. A really good Souderton team. What do you expect in this week? What did you see in film study from Upper Dublin, another good team?
Yeah, absolutely. And as you were kind of just talking about, Upper Dublin, they come ready to play. I mean, they can score 50. They can win a close game, a tight game with North, and they know how to do a couple things on the field for sure. So, a lot of film prep, a lot of field stuff. We're out there just trying to give them as much as we can without it getting away from who we are and trying to set our tone. So it'll be a back and forth. It always starts with the big guys. Got to be able to block, got to be able to tackle, and those kinds of things. So yeah, Upper Dublin it's going to be a challenge for sure. They're going to be ready, and we're going to be ready.
Comes down to the basics sometimes.
That's it.
Before I let you introduce our guest tonight, what role do you play on the coaching staff?
Yeah, so I coach outside linebackers and our safeties. So, it's kind of a transitional guys that they come up and play the ball, they come and play the run, get back and play the pass. They do a lot. So we ask a lot of them, and they're doing a heck of a job.
Again, comes down to the basics, though.
Yeah.
Basics, blocking, tackling.
Absolutely, yeah. Especially any high school game. If you can't block up front, if you can't make tackles, you're going to be in trouble. So we know that's what we try and stick to. That's why we try and preach every week is really sticking to that.
All right, Coach.
Yeah, thanks.
Who's with us here at the Roundtable Show?
Yeah, so here's PJ LeBady and Jake Hempel. These guys are both seniors. They both play offense and defense for us. They rotate in on both sides. PJ's our starter at the offensive line, and Jake's our starting free safety.
PJ, welcome to the show, and Jake, will get to you in just a little bit. Tell me how the chemistry's been developing amongst your offensive line mates, and how much pride you guys have been taking in putting together pretty successful ground games each week.
It's just kind of what we have to do. We got to get our job done, and we've been together. We've been playing football ever since 8th, 7th grade. I kind of came in late. I didn't play freshman year with the boys, and I just felt at home with them, and we just kind of put things together and go out and do what we need to.
Well, as you guys have been putting things together this season, what's the feeling been like inside Council Rock South High School from the student body, as you guys have been picking up wins and proving yourselves to be a good team? I would think you're getting some recognition from your classmates.
Definitely. It's been a little bit more than previous years for sure. We've had struggles in previous years, and this year we're kind of picking things up, and everybody's been kind of noticing, showing up, more people showing up to away games, more people showing up to the home games. It's just good to see from the school and everyone else.
Yeah, it's been great to see the success you guys have been having, a good start, but now you need a good finish. What do you think the key is against Upper Dublin and a Thursday game? That's a little bit weird.
Definitely.
Has it messed up your football clock?
Oh, not really, to be honest with you. I just want to hit somebody, go out there, block somebody, and it's just what we need to do.
And Upper Dublin, again, stick to the bases and that?
Yeah, stick to the bases. You got to it's one up front with me and the boys, I guess. So it's one up front, and he could do whatever he wants to, but,
Have there been any major highlights that you look back on? Unfortunately, I was thinking of my football career, my highlights are like a false start I got one time. I almost sacked a quarterback, but then he ran around the edge and had a big gain. But I would imagine you maybe had some better moments than that.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I had a bad false start at the end of the half.
We want to dwell on that.
I know, but
some pancake blocks, though?
Yeah, definitely. Every day.
That's awesome when you upend somebody like that. We'll keep it going. Good luck this week against Upper Dublin. Jake, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so he was saying, you're out there to make some plays.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about some of your highlights this season.
I don't have too many. I have a couple tackles. I had a nice punt return last week. And then against Neshaminy, the end of the game, the quarterback kind of just threw it up, fourth quarter, caught it, and it kind of just sealed the game.
What do you think the key is this week against Upper Dublin? What are you guys hearing from your coaches? What are you all working on?
Definitely effort, outplaying them, making tackles. We didn't make good tackles last week. And just getting our reads, doing what we have to do to win.
Do you think the shortened week is going to be an issue for you guys as you're going to be playing on Thursday? I mean, you just got to deal with it.
I mean, it's not that big of an issue. Monday, JV had a game, So normally we just are just in helmets, but this week was pads, and then Tuesday was also pads, and then today was a walkthrough.
So Jake, wide receiver and a safety. Is there a certain side of the football that you enjoy more?
Definitely defense.
Because you also like to get out there and, like PJ was saying, get ready to hit somebody.
Yeah.
Starting to build up that anticipation for some physical contact.
Yeah,
on
definitely.
Thursday night for Council Rock South this week as they take on Upper Dublin. Good luck this week, guys. Thanks for being with us at the Roundtable Show. And looking to go 6-1 are the Council Rock South Golden Hawks. We're going to step aside, return with the Conwell-Egan Catholic Eagles as we continue with the High School Coaches Roundtable Show from Sandy's Beef and Ale.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for AutoPay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA. Prove it.
Care begins with a safe place, and since 1954, Lower Bucks Hospital has been known for its outstanding medical staff, skilled and compassionate nurses, and latest technology. Lower Bucks Hospital is renowned for its cardiology expertise, surgery, behavioral health, groundbreaking heart care. And for athletes, Lower Bucks Hospital is your go-to hospital for sports medicine and orthopedics. For emergency care, Lower Bucks Hospital is an acute care hospital, and you can schedule your own arrival time with Get Care Now, which minimizes your wait time in the emergency room. Visit their website at lowerbuckshosp.com/getcarenow. That's lowerbuckshosp.com/getcarenow. Lower Bucks Hospital, 501 Bath Road, Bristol.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in Langhorne for the Bucks County Coaches Roundtable Show. Once again, here's your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
All right, welcome back to the High School Coaches Roundtable Show. We're at Sandy's Beef and Ale, the home of the world-famous Sandy Witch, and we are with the Conwell-Egan Catholic Eagles, and they are also 5-1, coming off of a big win over West Catholic in a game you saw on the WBCB Sports Network. And joining us, Coach Kyle Techman. Coach Techman, welcome. What role do you play on the coaching staff?
So I'm working with the quarterbacks. So it's pretty cool. My dad's calling the plays, so I get to kind of help him out and work with the quarterbacks and try to get the offense going. So,
well, if you could, on my behalf, pass along an apology to Coach O'Hara, who was here last week representing the Eagles, but we also had Jim Cawley here, who was a former Pennsylvania lieutenant governor, and he was promoting EganDance.com. They're going to go back to the days of the Egan dances. It's going to be a great fundraiser. So we had like an honorary coach, Jim Cawley, here. But it was great to talk a little bit with the players about West Catholic and everything. Now you guys getting ready for O'Hara. What do you expect from that team?
Yeah, they're a tough team. Once we get into the Catholic League, every game's pretty tough for us. The West game was a physical game, so we're a little bumped and bruised trying to get people back for this weekend, but we're kind of establishing our identity as a team. We're really pounding the ball on everyone now, so it starts up front with guys like Connor, and then, you know, once teams start to stack the box on us, Steven's able to throw it over their heads or get outside on them. So
one of the challenges you guys face in the Catholic League and throughout your schedule is sometimes playing up or down to the competition. like you guys are a 3A team. Sometimes
Correct.
you're playing a 4A team. Sometimes playing a 5A team. Sometimes playing a 2A team. But right now you guys are well positioned for the 3A playoffs and even making a run at the Catholic League right now. Has that become a point of discussion amongst the coaches or with the players, or is it keep it simple?
Yeah, I mean, we look at it week to week. Every week's going to be tough, so we look at it week to week, but we know that we have a good enough team to make a run at this Catholic League championship. So.
All right, well, it was a great weekend because you guys were able to be at home the second time actually on the campus of Conwell-Egan Catholic, homecoming. That must have felt good. I would imagine those vibes helped the team and feeling the crowd and all that energy.
Yeah, it's nice to be at our school for the games now. The field's beautiful. We had a packed house, so it was pretty cool to play in front of that many people and let the kids kind of experience that. So.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm loving that, and congratulations already on the success so far. You guys need to keep it going. Tell us who you brought with you tonight, Coach Techman.
We have Steven Tryon. He is our senior quarterback, and we have Connor Horger, who is a sophomore center, and he plays some defensive tackle for us.
Guys, welcome to the show. Steven, tell me, what have you guys been working on this week to get ready for the O'Hara game?
Well, we're just keeping things simple. Starting up front, our big guys up front have been doing their job, so we can just run the ball right behind them. It's pretty much the theme we've been going with for the past couple of years, and if it ain't broke, we don't got to fix it, you know what I mean? So,
what types of things are you asked to do in this offense? It seems like Egan football, they like to run the football, but they also expect to be multiple and have a lot of different looks.
yeah, so I really just got to protect the ball, keep the ball moving down the field, make the right checks at the line, just all the small things inside the game. That's pretty much what I'm left with.
What are some of the things that Coach Techman tries to hammer home? Like, I don't know, maybe you're hearing some of the things that Coach Techman, I don't know, footwork.
Yeah. Last year we had a lot of turnovers, so this year we've made it a crazy point of emphasis to cut that down, and we have nowhere near to as many as last year.
Tell me a little bit about some of your highlights and some of the skill players that you've been able to work with on this team. A lot of guys.
Yeah.
You know, everybody wants the football.
Yeah, it's really fun. We're all a whole bunch of – it's a big family over there. We're a lot of – it's like more of a brotherhood than anything, and we're just going out there playing with our friends, playing with our brothers. So all the guys just been working. They all know, even in the huddle sometimes, we're like, I'm going to take this play. Like, we just have that much trust in all of our guys and that much trust in every person on the team that whenever somebody touches the ball, they're going to make something happen with it.
All right, so as you guys come together as a team, what do you think you need to do to, clean up whatever errors are there, or play to a standard, kind of the stuff that Jalen Hurts talks about?
Yeah, the only thing that we have to really work on is we just got to get over that hump this year. We've got met 2 times the past 2 years. We got knocked out of the state playoffs just because of the small things that we weren't focused on enough that week. So this year we got to get over that hump, and we got to make a run for the state championship.
Well, good luck this week against Cardinal O'Hara, and we'll talk to your teammate here, Connor. Welcome. So you take pride in protecting this guy.
Yeah, we do a lot on the line, trying to protect him and every ball carrier. Past week has been a lot of the line being together, one team, driving it down the field, getting people off the ball.
As a lineman, are there certain stats that you guys look at as a team, either team running stats or pancake blocks or those types of things that you're able to chronicle throughout the season?
Big thing we look at as a line when we're going through film and stuff is our yards. How positive yardage, negative yardage. Our goal every week is to make sure on our drives we're always positive. We're getting positive yards every single drive.
So Coach was saying it was a very physical game against West Catholic. When you guys went back and looked at the tape, did you see consistently kind of move in the line of scrimmage?
Yes, lots of it. The past couple of games, last game, our line's been doing our jobs. We've been just getting off the ball, moving, making holes, protecting the ball, getting it all over the place.
Connor plays both sides of the ball. Tell me a little bit about what you're expecting from O'Hara that you're going to see from their offense.
From their offense, we see a lot of moving around. They do a lot of different stuff. They like to pull. They like to do a bunch of stuff. So we just got to expect it, watch it.
be ready for it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good luck this week, guys. Egan already a great start. What do you think the key is to carry momentum forward this season and to finish strong?
Basically, I think, like what Steven says, limit down turnovers. Because we started a little bit getting some turnovers in the beginning, but the last couple of games, we just limit that down to maybe few, less than none.
You guys already playing good football, clean up a couple mistakes, and Egan on a roll. Good luck this week against O'Hara, guys. Thanks for being with us tonight for the Roundtable.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
All right, we're doing it here. And now talking to Neshaminy, a surging Neshaminy Redskin football team, and head coach Steve Wilmot with me. Thanks so much to Connor and to Steven and to Coach Techman. Oh, hey, Saturday, Notre Dame football. They got a special Guinness thing happen at Sandy's Beef and Ale from 5 to 7, a happy hour before Notre Dame football. And check it out with all types of Guinness specials. And, of course, the Eagles on Sunday. They took on the Rams at 4. And all the action at Sandy's Beef and Ale. And, of course, getting ready for Red October. Phillies baseball tonight. Can't wait for the first pitch as we welcome the Neshaminy Redskins and head coach Steve Wilmot. Coach, welcome.
Thank you.
A surging team now, getting ready for CB West.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the success you guys had this past week.
This week turned into a little bit of a slugfest. We were able to establish a good running game. That's why Travis is here, and our defense definitely held firm. Our defense did a heck of a job. I should have stats, but I don't have stats. But our defense did a heck of a job limiting their offense in their yards and their passes and everything. And again, we were able to just keep the chains moving too. We didn't break out any big long runs or anything, but we were able to just keep churning, and we came out on top.
No defensive stats, but a 17-7 final, so you guys limit Penridge to just a touchdown in that game.
Yeah. No, we did. Our defense really gave up one play all day. It was a great play by them. It was a screen pass, and it went for a whole bunch of yards. And I'm not sure whether the Penridge game seems like 2 weeks ago, but I'm not sure. Did they score on that screenplay or no?
Yeah.
Well, they did. There you go. I should have just asked him. Like I said, that one play really all day, and for the rest of the game, our defense was pretty sharp.
Well, CB West packing a punch this season. What are you getting ready for? What are you talking about the team? What do you guys need to do against this team?
CB West has a couple really good players. And most of the players are kind of in their secondary. They're receivers, D-back type of guys. We're not going to, on offense, we're not going to be able to break super-duper long runs because those guys are going to, chase us down. They're really athletic in the back end. Line-wise, they play hard. They have a solid scheme, and they play really hard, so we're going to have to work hard up front, both offensively and defensively. And then we're going to have to kind of match their speed a little bit too. So it's going to be challenging, but I'm looking forward to it.
Coach, tell us who is joining us tonight for the Roundtable show.
To the right of me is Jared Mole. He is a senior linebacker for us. He was a returning starter from last year, so we were kind of counting on him for a lot of leadership, and he's provided that. This week he had some big plays, a sack, fumble recovery. He had tackles this week, and he's really just been very consistent all year. He also has picked up our punt return duties and had a couple big punt returns to kind of flip the field. So, I think Jared's was definitely deserving of this week. Want me to introduce Travis now, or you want to wait? The other guy is Travis Lavella. Travis the last 2 weeks has rushed for over 100 yards. 2 weeks ago, he rushed for 140 yards. This week, he rushed for 105 yards. We talked about how important it was to keep the chains moving, and Travis, with his running back abilities, definitely kept the chains moving. Travis. last year, and then this year he kind of plays both really for us this year. We needed an extra running back to fill in there, and he definitely volunteered to do that. So he's just a really good team player and very talented at running back also.
Well, guys, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us tonight. Jared, every once in a while we get to talk with somebody about their experience in Challenger football. And this past Monday, Sandy's Beef and Ale, they hosted a basket fundraiser here. And we're a great cause. Challenger football helps special needs athletes play the game of football. How long have you been a volunteer? Is this your first year?
So I did it my sophomore year and last year. So I've been doing it for a while. It's fun. I like going out there on a Sunday morning and doing that. It's good for the kids and it's good for us.
All right, so tell me a little bit about this last game, some of your highlights, a sack, a fumble recovery, a bunch of tackles.
Yeah, we just had to go out there and do what we do. We went out, we controlled the game. Defense, I think, was out there for 37 plays, and offense was out there for like 80-something, and that's kind of what we wanted to do, keep control of the game. Didn't really feel like they were gaining anything on us at any moment. I felt pretty confident that whole game. Felt good.
What are you hearing from your coaches this week to get you guys ready for CB West?
Just watching a lot of film. And then when watching film, they like to switch it up each week, add new plays for against our defense. So we just got to be prepared for them to throw anything at us. You never know. So yeah, we're just preparing, practicing hard, keeping a high energy level, and just knowing what they're going to do.
It feels like you guys have a lot to look at throughout the season to show how you're making progress through each game. Is that something that the coaches have been building you guys up with? Is that something you see in film study?
Yeah, I mean, each week I just felt like we got closer and closer, a more tight-knit team now. At the beginning of the season, we started off good, and then it just kind of felt like a little whatever, and now we're kind of building up, feeling more like a team, coming off 2 wins, hopefully prove something this game.
Team that seems like a surging right now and getting ready for a tough game. CB West coming up. Travis, thanks for being with us tonight. Tell us a little bit about your season so far, how it's unfolding for you. 100-yard night this past Friday must have felt pretty good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Message this week was just hold the rock, get yards, out-tough them, and outplay them, so I had to just play my game.
What are you expecting this week from CB West?
Expecting a fast, physical defense, so I got to hit them holes and just show them I got speed too.
I mean, you feel like I was mentioning to Jared, guys have been building throughout this season. Are you seeing more daylight as you go through these games? Offensive line opening up some more holes for you and seeing those things, the execution improving.
Yeah, watching O-line work hard every day at practice. They're busting their butts off, getting me, helping me get on all them yards I'm getting. So,
take me through some of your highlights from this season. I was telling one of our earlier guests that all of my previous football highlights are like these embarrassing plays that I still remember. But I would think there's, What about that touchdown play? What did you see there?
I just had to hit the hole. That's it. Ran hard. Coach said, just run the ball hard. I had to get in the capitalize the game that night. So that's just
capitalize on those opportunities in front of you. Well, good luck this week against CB West. Travis, Jared, thanks for being with us tonight for the Roundtable show. As the Neshaminy Redskins surging, a 3-3 team. And we're going to step aside, take care of a couple of quick messages. We got the Bristol Warriors and the Morrisville Bulldogs coming up in this next segment. Two teams that are set to meet up on Thanksgiving Day and could be a historic one. Thanks to Neshaminy, and we'll step aside. High School Roundtable show here from Sandy's Beef and Ale.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for AutoPay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA, prove it.
Care begins with a safe place, and since 1954, Lower Bucks Hospital has been known for its outstanding medical staff, skilled and compassionate nurses, and latest technology. Lower Bucks Hospital is renowned for its cardiology expertise, surgery, behavioral health, groundbreaking heart care. And for athletes, Lower Bucks Hospital is your go-to hospital for sports medicine and orthopedics. For emergency care, Lower Bucks Hospital is an acute care hospital, and you can schedule your own arrival time with Get Care Now, which minimizes your wait time in the emergency room. Visit their website at lowerbuckshosp.com/getcarenow. That's lowerbuckshosp.com/getcarenow. Lower Bucks Hospital, 501 Bath Road, Bristol.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in Langhorne for the Bucks County Coaches Roundtable Show. Once again, here's your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
All right, back here at Sandy's Beef and Ale for the High School Coaches Roundtable Show. And we've got the Bristol Warriors with us now. Coach Collins, welcome back.
Glad to be back.
Man, what happened to you last week? We had head coach Mike Ciotti with us, which was pretty awesome. But I got to admit, like, I miss Coach Collins when he's not here because you're typically like our ambassador for the show.
I love doing it. I had to take a sick day last week. I was out of work all week, but I'm glad to be back. I love doing it.
Well, great to have you with us tonight. Bristol 2-3, and like everybody won this past week. 6 of the 7 teams joining us tonight were winners.
Nice.
But you guys were big winners.
Yeah, we had a good game against Renaissance. Things got a little out of hand, which we weren't really trying to do, but we had a good game against them. Our guys played well, and we're just proud of the way they play every week.
Like the Miami Dolphins, you guys put up 70 points on Renaissance Academy, and at some point I know you had backups in, but those guys also deserve an opportunity on the field to run the plays, and
Yeah, I'm proud of the way those guys played, especially a lot of those younger guys towards the end of the game. We had all freshmen in, and they played well. I'm actually really proud of how those guys developed throughout that quarter. You could see they were a little sloppy at first, but then they just got progressively better and comfortable with playing.
And I believe, too, like it's Renaissance Academy's first season ever with a high school football team, right? I mean, that's a huge challenge.
Yeah.
And so they have a big uphill battle. And they need to continue.
Yeah, you need to continue to build and grow and play those games.
Right.
Yeah, but
how about
I'm proud of our
Jenkintown
guys.
this week, Coach?
Well, we're familiar with Jenkintown, a big-time rival of ours, and it's a game we always practice hard for. We kind of just got to stick to our fundamentals and play smart football and really rely on our senior leaders like we always do.
Well, we're going to talk to your guest in just a little bit, but the other thing I wanted to get to tonight was that we got a Thanksgiving Day game coming up, and we always covered on WBCB. We always look forward to it, Turkey Day and all the tradition and everything. Yeah. But the Morrisville Bulldogs, a little different this year.
Yeah, they're a good football team, so we're really aware of the challenge ahead of us. And again, it's never a team we take lightly. Like we said with Jenkintown, it's a long-time rival of ours, so we know how serious and important this game is. Not just to the kids on the team, but everyone in town and everyone in the area knows of the game.
We got a long way to go before we get to November. But do you keep track of what's going on with Morrisville? I mean, they're making some noise this year.
We always keep a light, ear on what's going on with the other teams in the league, but we always just try and focus on what we're doing this week, take it 1 week at a time, and try and drown out some of that outside noise.
All right, Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight.
I brought our senior lineman, Isaac Ocasio, with us. He does offensive line, not just any one spot. He can do center, he's done guard, he's done tackle. He's really done it all for us, and he does defensive tackle. He's one of those guys, it's just great to see him grow, not just as a player, but to see him mature as a leader and as a young man, and it's just really an honor to work with him.
Isaac, thanks for coming out tonight.
Problem. Thank you for having me.
Tell me a little bit about what you expect to see from Jenkintown, what your coaches are telling you this week, and what you guys are working on.
As Coach Chuck said, they're always a rivalry game. It's never a game to look over. It's always a game during the week of practice. You got to stay focused. Make sure we do our assignments, the O-line, the receivers, quarterback. It's always a game to look forward to, and make sure we got to play perfect football.
It sounds like a lot to keep track of when you got assignments for offensive tackle, offensive guard, center. Has that been a challenge for you, just to kind of know where you're supposed to be in those different roles?
To an extent, it's just make sure across the line, when each spot I'm in, just make sure I'm, talking to the coaches as well, other senior linemen as well who have played those positions, just to make sure that, I get my blocks and my assignments correct. There's always that little bit of, miscommunication here and there when I, first play the position, but, after a couple plays here and there, it gets all natural, comes back to you, and you're ready to go.
I mean, that means a lot that your coaches can count on that kind of versatility.
Yeah.
Tell me about your experience on the defensive side of the football. Some highlights, maybe even from this last game against Renaissance.
Oh, yeah. Renaissance, I believe, had a 3 or 4 tackle for losses. It's just the same thing on the O-line, always trying to better my technique each week, always speaking to my other senior linemen, D tackle as well. Just, trying to figure out new moves, new ways to get to the backfield, new ways to improve myself each week.
It must have been fun, a big win. I mean, it must have been pretty early where you realized, I'm getting in the backfield all the time, and that it was a little bit of a mismatch in that game.
Like Coach Chuck said, it's their first year, with a full football team play varsity. It was a tough, to do that, to see how it was, but they'll definitely get better and better as the years go on for them.
Tell me about your experience as a volunteer with the Challenger football program.
Oh.
We always talk to the Neshaminy guys and the Pennsbury guys, but Bristol Warriors also helping out special needs athletes play the game of football.
That's always fun to go to meet the guys there, to different buddy each week, just to see who they are, how their life has been, just to help them out also, and then play the game at the end. It's always the best part to watch the game. Our team leader, the core of the team, Nicky, he also goes to Mustang football. It's always great to see him there. How excited he gets when he sees some guys from the team there. He gets to play the games.
Also a baseball player for Bristol High School?
Yes.
All right, so what are you thinking tonight, Phillies and the Marlins?
Well, I'm a Yankees fan, so I'm a little, I'm a little, about this game.
Go
but
enjoy those 27 World Championships.
It's not enough anymore.
Well, Isaac, thanks so much for being with us.
Of course,
good luck
my
this
pleasure.
week against Jenkintown. Appreciate it. The Bristol Warriors joining us on the Coaches Roundtable show.
Thank you.
And as we say goodbye to Bristol, we say hello to the Morrisville Bulldogs. Morrisville with 3 wins in a row. And again, here at Sandy's Beef and Ale, the home of the world-famous Sandwich. And you can take your event to the next level if you get the Sandy's Beef and Ale truck. Hook that up for your corporate event. And that's like some next level stuff. Great to be here at Sandy's. And Morrisville now 3-3, and with us is Coach Elsie.
Yep.
So, Coach, tell us what role you play on the Bulldog coaching staff.
I'm more of the offensive, defensive line coach. Kind of work with both groups and split time for the most part.
So in the trenches, the guys in the trenches.
Yes, sir.
So a 26-3 win.
Yeah.
Seemed like things were working in the trenches on both sides of the football.
I wouldn't say all that. We had a lot of ugly fumbles. It was a couple turnovers, but we still came out with the win at the end of the day.
All right, now you guys are getting set to play Renaissance Academy,
yes, sir.
A team Bristol put 70 on.
Yep.
What do you see from them on film? What are you guys expecting this week?
Right now, what we're trying to do is they have a really good quarterback, and he loves to run the ball. So we're trying to contain him for the most part and play our game. And at the end of the day, we'll come out with a win.
Is this a week where you guys have an opportunity to maybe work on some things? Are there things where you guys feel like either penalties, turnovers?
Yeah, we will watch the film on Monday, and we want to clean some stuff up, tighten some stuff up. There was a couple missed holding penalties that we had, but we were in the trenches working, and then we worked on our pass set today, so ball get in the air a little bit more this week.
All right, so I was talking to Bristol a little bit about Thanksgiving Day. Morrisville, I imagine you guys are anticipating, but you can't get ahead of yourself.
Nope. At the end of the day, Renaissance is all we're thinking about this week. We got to get past Renaissance before we move on.
All right, Coach, tell us who you brought with you tonight for the roundtable.
I brought my sophomore center, D tackle. He plays pretty much anywhere I need him to play. But this is Mike Gannon, and then I also brought Demir Hall with me.
Guys, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us tonight.
Thanks for having us.
I was asking one of the Golden Hawks, Mike, about getting recognition within the school. They've put together a pretty good season. I think they're like 5-1 right now. You guys winners of 3 straight. Are you starting to hear it from your classmates about the success you're having, seeing maybe some additional fans showing up at the games?
Yeah, it has been getting better. Yeah.
And as you guys, have you been at the Thanksgiving Day game in the past?
Yeah, I have. I don't remember it, but I was there.
Do you go back to going there as a youngster? Some people have family traditions that are part of that high school football game.
Yeah, I used to go there and play football near the bleachers and stuff.
Right. All right, so what do you think the key is against Renaissance Academy? What do you guys have to clean up, do better?
We just got to play our game. We got to run the ball like we usually do. We got to pass the ball. We just got to be efficient with it.
Did you also play a little flag football? Is that you?
Yeah.
Does that experience, can you take that flag football into tackle football, or just like two different worlds?
Usually, but last week, I had a fumble recovery for 9 yards,
Well, that's what I mean. Take us through that play. Did somebody else cough at you? You didn't force the fumble.
No, I didn't. I was on offense, and the running back ran the ball, and I was double teaming with my right guard. And then I just see the ball on the ground. I'm like, that's mine. I got to pick that up. I don't get this opportunity much. Grab that. Realistically, looking back, I should have trucked the kid, give him a stiff arm. But, I tried to juke him, get past him. Did not work.
He's a lineman for a reason.
Coach was saying that your versatility is something that they draw on. Is that a challenge when you're asked to play different positions, or do you feel like you have kind of an instinctive or an intuitive understanding of where you're supposed to be?
I really know. I've been a football fan all my life, so I've been researching it. I've been researching and stuff like that. So I know what I gotta do and where I gotta be for each thing. I played a lot of positions. I've been playing football for 8-9 years now. So not really. I have fun. That's a real big thing. I have fun.
As a center and as a student of football, do you watch a player like Jason Kelsey and sometimes focus in on what he's doing?
I don't really watch on the offense, but I really enjoy defense. I was a big fan of Reggie White growing up.
What?
Reggie White.
Reggie White.
Yep.
He must have been retired when you growing up.
He was dead.
Did you see a Reggie White game?
He was dead.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
Huh?
You've seen it. You watched.
I watched film on him, but he wasn't alive when I growing up.
Yeah. It surprised me too when he told me.
Because I liked Reggie White when I was growing up.
Exactly.
And that was long time ago.
Yep.
So I was just surprised to hear you say that. But he's one of the best to emulate and to watch film on. And he was a guy they could put all over the defensive line, and he had success. So that's definitely a guy to lift up. So I love that. I love hearing Reggie White. But I had to pause for a moment, because if you were watching Reggie White when you grow up, say I'm going way back then in the time machine. All right, Demir, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
What do you think you guys need to do against Renaissance, and maybe even looking past that game? What the Bulldogs need to do to continue to play their best football this season?
My fault. Look, we just working on our quarterback to throw the ball more, and I'm playing on both sides of the ball for me. So, yeah.
Demir, lift up your coaching staff a little bit as far as what they've been able to do to put you guys in the right situations and to get you guys on this track where you win 3 in a row.
Yeah, they doing their best. We do more conditioning than I practice, and for me, be staring at the ball. For me, yeah.
Matt, have you been hearing some of the same things too, where in school people starting to praise you guys a little bit, understand what you're doing?
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they happy we winning. We 3-3 right now.
Any Thanksgiving Day expectations? Anticipation starting to build up a little bit. I mean, we got a ways to go till November, but I'm starting to think about it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it too now, but I ain't really worried about them right now. We worried about this game this weekend. So. Yeah.
Well, good luck, as Morrisville looking to go 4-3 and to win 4 games in a row, which would be awesome for this program. And congratulations, guys, already on the 3 wins in a row. Good luck this week against Renaissance, and thanks for being with us tonight at the Roundtable Show.
Thanks for
High School
having us.
Coaches Roundtable Show. Yeah, do a little barking for these Bulldogs here. Morrisville ripping off some wins. And we're going to step aside, take care of a quick break, and when we return, we'll talk to the Pennsbury Falcons here on the High School Coaches Roundtable Show. That's coming up in just a bit.
Sandy's Beef and Ale has been serving famous hand-carved roast beef sandwiches since 1967. Sandy's Beef and Ale is located in the Woodburn Square Shopping Center next to the Oxford Valley Mall. Stop in anytime for not only the roast beef sandwiches, but also the patty, the tailgater, and the Cuban. Family and friends have been coming to Sandy's Beef and Ale since 1967. 2028 Old Lincoln Highway, the home of the hand-carved sandwich.
Your day-to-day life is hectic between having to pick up the kids, make dinner, the countless other tasks that you got to get done. Rob's Automotive and Collision is there to make your life a whole lot easier. Make sure you take advantage of their spacious waiting rooms, the large flat-screen TVs, complimentary coffee and muffins, and free Wi-Fi. So even when you do have to stop, Rob's is there to make you feel right at home. Give Rob's a call today at 215-826-9200 for any of your auto repair needs.
This is Tommy Green from the 1993 National League champion Phillies. And here's the pitch. BCWSA water and sewer customers, you have a new and improved option to pay your bill that's convenient, reliable, and secure. Powered by Invoice Cloud, you can pay your bill 24/7 online, pay by text or phone, or sign up for AutoPay to avoid fees for late or missed payments. Visit bcwsa.net to sign up or for more info. That's bcwsa.net. BCWSA. Prove it.
Care begins with a safe place, and since 1954, Lower Bucks Hospital has been known for its outstanding medical staff, skilled and compassionate nurses, and latest technology. Lower Bucks Hospital is renowned for its cardiology expertise, surgery, behavioral health, groundbreaking heart care. And for athletes, Lower Bucks Hospital is your go-to hospital for sports medicine and orthopedics. For emergency care, Lower Bucks Hospital is an acute care hospital, and you can schedule your own arrival time with Get Care Now, which minimizes your wait time in the emergency room. Visit their website at lowerbuckshosp.com/getcarenow. That's lowerbuckshosp.com/getcarenow. Lower Bucks Hospital, 501 Bath Road, Bristol.
We now return to Sandy's Beef and Ale in Langhorne for the Bucks County Coaches Roundtable Show. Once again, here's your host, WBCB's Chris Ermer.
All right, back to the High School Coaches Roundtable Show, and the Pennsbury Falcons are with us. Coach Cliff Stout, the ambassador of Falcon football here on the Roundtable. Welcome, Coach.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the win, 16-14 victory. Whoa, that was a narrow escape.
Well, everybody got their money's worth that night. So, yeah, it was a great victory, something we needed, and it was hard-earned because they're, as you know, good teams. You know, they are a good team. The Doylestown teams are good teams, and it was a real battle.
Yeah, the Falcons got a 35-yard field goal with, I think, 21 seconds left on the clock to win it 16-14 over Central Bucks East. This week you guys are getting ready to take on Penridge. You got to take the road trip up there, Coach. What do you expect from the Rams?
Well, almost the same thing as East. They predominantly run. They have a good running game. They're a little tricky in the backfield. On the other hand, when they need to, they like to throw the ball too. So it's about 75%, 25% run pass. It depends on the situation. But, you know, Penridge is always a tough team. We beat them by 3 points last year. It was a very tough team. They only won 2 games, but they were the best 2-8 team, maybe in southeastern Pennsylvania. So we know we're going to be competing with them, and we'll go out and just play the best we can.
Expecting a slugfest Friday night. We got the game on the WBCB Sports Network. And what is Coach Snyder saying about how you guys can get the offense clicking? You guys got a touchdown against CB East, but the other 9 points coming off of field goals. Are there things that you guys need to do better in the red zone when you get close to the end zone?
Well, that's a good question. So, unfortunately, I'm working with the defensive guys when he's working with the offensive guys, so Eric could probably, down the road, give you a little bit more information about that. But I think it goes back to fundamentals. When we look at film, if one person misses something, that lane closes down quickly. And these other teams have good linebackers. They have good players. You know, as I just said, the Doylestown teams, 2 of them are undefeated, and East is a very good team. So 11 people have to do the job of 11 people, 1 or 2 with the breakdowns. But I still think we're working on getting better, and we'll see this week.
All right, Coach, who's our guest tonight
well,
for the roundtable?
Yes, number 22, senior Eric David. Eric, you mentioned the field goal late in the game. Eric had 2 fantastic plays, but before I get into that, Eric started last year, offense and defensively. He can play defense, and right now we're using him in the backfield to do a lot of blocking, a lot of support. But he also had 2 huge plays that set up 2 field goals. One was a 25-yard reception that got us going, and the other was the one you mentioned. It was a 70-yard run. And he really did most of it by himself. I mean, he ran down to one side of the field, cut back, went to the other side of the field. He got the ball close enough with only a minute or so left, and then eventually we kicked the 21-second field goal. So, to us, he's one of our huge heroes. Nate Begley had a big game. He had a touchdown and 100 yards. But happy to have him here celebrating. He plays very hard. He's out there blocking. And I said, you really have good hands, which is important because we only pass 2 or 3 times a game, and he did. So he had a fantastic game. We're happy to be here with him.
Well, Eric, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here.
All right, so you're called on to do different things on the offensive and defensive side of the football. Do you know what those expectations are going to be from week to week, or does that change?
It's not even a week-to-week thing, honestly. I mean, I trust my coaches at all times. I talk to them, communicate them. I talk to them like they're everyday human people. It's great. My coaching staff really supports me, but they also will put me in situations that I know I have to think a little bit in. So at any time a guy goes down, I'm really just our utility guy, long snapping, punting. Like you guys seen that from Coatesville. I'll really just go in whenever I need to. So that's the same with defense and offense. Like they know there's somebody ever messing up or something like that, they could just throw me in and I'll pick it up pretty quickly.
Coach Stout was talking about hands when it comes to pass plays, but also they have you running the option a little bit. That's got to keep you on your toes.
Oh, yeah, at all times. Me and Nate, you guys really saw it last week. We'll continue to show it against teams, but our veer triple has run a lot better this year, I think. Me and Nate are really in sync. I think we really understand how we've been playing with each other since we were 7. We grew up together, so we really know how each other work, and I think we're a good little duo together. I think you guys saw that against East.
Yeah. What do you expect from Penridge? You guys can have some of the same success?
I mean, Coach Stout said it best. They've always been a hard-playing team. We played them our Saturday game last year early in the morning. I mean, it was a wake-up. I think we got woken up in the second half. I mean, we came out. G took one back. I think Nate had a big run for us, and we scored 2 quick touchdowns and really let them come back. And I had a pick late in the game that I remember, but that game was really close until then, and then Cade sealed it off with another pick. But they're always a good playing team. They're really good. They're coached really well. They're grimy. They're little small players, but they're grimy.
Hopefully we get a good game. We're going to have it for you on WBCB as you guys get set to take that road trip up there. What do you think about the Phillies tonight? Not only is Eric a football player, but was a member of the SOL champion baseball team, and I think it was a Patriot Division basketball team. What do you think tonight? Clinch it?
Go Fightins. I need them to clinch all the way. I was with the Cinderella story last year, dancing on our own. I mean, I'm a big Phillies fan. I go to these games as much as I can. And I love it. I mean, they said last night, my coach told me that last night was the loudest decimal-wise baseball game to ever be recorded in like 7 years. So congrats to Phillies, man. Shout out.
And congrats to those fans making some noise down there.
Exactly.
Is football your first love? I mean, we mentioned you play basketball, you play baseball for Pennsbury, but I get the feeling that it's on the football field where it seems like you have your greatest success, and I don't know, hard to see what you're feeling down there because you got your helmet on, but I don't know, I feel like I read your body language.
Football is just really a sport. The reason I love it and I fell in love with it so quick is it's a sport I can show all my emotions to, and I think I make that really obvious on the field. Maybe sometimes a little too much,
maybe
but
that's what I'm reading.
Yeah,
those emotions.
I'm a very emotional person, and you could read how the game's going and how I'm feeling after one play. You could see it by the energy. I mean, you'll see if I have a good play. You'll see if I have a bad play. I'll be mad at myself. Like you'll see a lot of that stuff. But I usually try and keep my emotions as you guys can see them, but I keep myself restrained.
I mean, I was talking to somebody about playoff baseball, and like those guys, as much as they want to feel that emotion, you can't do that. You got to like stay totally even, and whatever your approach was before, you got to. But on the football field, you can kind of, I don't know, lift up that energy a little bit more, and hopefully you can have that big energy against Penridge.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a big flip of the switch. I mean, baseball, you're more mentally locking in all day, focusing really on just what your approach is going to be, what this guy's throwing, what this guy's doing. Football, I mean, there's game plan, there's stuff behind it, but bottom line, you go out there and you're looking to kill somebody with the ball.
Get a little crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, guys, thank you so much. Good luck this week against Penridge. Appreciate your being with us for
Thank
the High
you.
School Coaches Roundtable show. And we got to get out of here. We got Phillies baseball coming up. The Phillies and the Marlins. First pitch in just a moment. A big thanks to the entire staff here at Sandy's Beef and Ale. Thanks to Brianne O'Neill, our video engineer. And thanks to you for being with us for the Roundtable show. Eagles football on Sunday. Notre Dame on Saturday. Sandy's Beef and Ale, that's the place to be. And we'll catch you next week for the High School Coaches Roundtable show. Go Phillies!